Hello everybody, today I have the pleasure to propose to you this key 80 entitled Practical Awakening. Well, this is the chapter in quote mark 8, for which is the second video. All of them are independent, but you can watch first this one and then the second one. Today the theme is very essential, existential. It is reconnection. I started as a fresh remember feedback because it's like a process of learning a new language at least 3 times and in a situation case study to really understand and then to understand, means through your members and then to put into practice. Otherwise, without practice is useless. Okay, as we say in English, practice makes perfect. Okay, so as Elif Shafak and I said before in the previous video said, is really deep and very important. Listen to that. No matter who you are, where we live, deep inside we all feel incomplete. It's like if we had lost something and experiencing the need to find it back. So what is this something? Probably a lack of connection. You know, we come from the unity, YOUnity, God, the source, and so on. We come from the absolutes. And then we separate, we have been obliged to step backwards, okay, to admire the masterpiece. And to exist means, etymologically speaking, to separate. So we have been obliged to separate. That's why we are missing so much something, and we want artificially to get it back, to be connected to social networks and so on. But this is an illusion. This is just fake. This is just artificial. I'm talking now about the fact to be really deeply reconnected. Okay? Reconnected to this unity through different elements, which are a block. When this is a wholeness, unity, we cannot separate. But here in this video, 5 things. First, yourself, to get back to, to reactivate, to resume, let's say, the natural common thread with your higher self, your divine part. First, yourself. Then, secondly, the humanity, other peoples. Third, nature. This is what we saw in the previous video. Now we're gonna see the 4th one, which is the invisible word, and then the 5th element, the quintessence, God, great, or the source, whatever you want. But let's say that it is not even separated, because God is a part, is the creator of everything, nature and so on. So is the cement of these old buildings of life, of existence. Okay, so concretely, it is in filigrans. It means that it is subtly, like the 5th element, encompassing, interconnecting everything to everything else. So let's start with energies to reconnect to the invisible world. Okay, the invisible world, most of the time in our modern society, it's really materialistic. So everything is image, everything is in surface most of the time, and less deep. And it's like the iceberg. We are just focusing on the visible part, but the invisible part is 80%. Okay, is the same for invisible world. Invisible world, I spend 4 series of 4 videos. You have 16 videos on which this is energies first, second egregores, archetypes, morphic fields, third the hereafter, okay, death or angels, entities and so on, and 4th parallel worlds and extraterrestrial or aliens. Okay, so everything is energy. Okay, this is not me who say that, is Einstein, the great scientist. He said, what you call matter is only a vibration which has been reduced to be perceptible to your senses. Okay, so nothing is really tangible, even your body and so on. This is just force of reaction in physics. Okay, so this is energy. That's why where we are really concentrated, we can break a brick, or we can break a wood and so on. It's a question of concentration and to penetrate into the matter and into the energy. So everything is energy. A stone, a table, this tree, an animal, me. I am made of pure energy. It is only energy at the end. Okay? So, as Tesla say, if you want to find the secret of the universe, things in terms of energy, frequency and vibration. Okay? He resumed through that. Only the mysteries of universe is through this energy. You know, that's why also it's you say Einstein say match the frequency of the reality that you want, and you cannot stop getting it. This is not philosophy, this is science. So this is linked to the power of thoughts, because even a thought is energy. Okay, we have the notion of Masuro Emoto experiment, okay, for which you have the rice or the water, and if you say an intention of hatred, okay, I hate you and so on, kill you and so on, this is disharmonious patterns of water. The molecules of water are disharmonious, and on the other way around, when you give intention of love, harmony, peaceful and so on, peace, actually it's harmonious pattern and is luminous patterns. We are made of 70% of water, even a bit more, but 70%. It means we are vibrating through that. Okay, so this is what's linked to the law of attraction, the fact that we are magnets. What we vibrate, we attract. This is what Buddha said. The Buddha is said, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. Okay, so it has been said, revealed 2,500 years ago, and it is said in all philosophy. In Christianity, in all religions, all of them. So maybe it's because of a good reason. You know, when we talk about the fact, energy and thoughts, we can also talk about neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity, concretely, the more you activate certain channels, some paths, okay, if I go here, it's completely pure virgin. If I always walk on the rice field, I will do a path. It's the same in your neurons. Every time you hate, always, what the, you know, it's like a routine, and you ruminating, you're in a loop. On the other way around, when you break that and you are always optimistic and positive, actually, this is a second nature, and you vibrate, so you attract. Okay, so you know, even those who are skeptical towards the co-creation principle and law of attraction, they are co-creating this skepticism. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for you. So you are realized. Okay, so I explained the principle of the, let's say, the co-creation visualization in the key 36. Basically, visualize, feel, and then thanks in advance is already there. It's really important. The epigenetics. Epigenetics is the fact that I vibrate, so I change my DNA because it's not stable, and then it's affect my body. Okay, so it's really important. It means that's why you have some miraculous healing. Okay, I have the case. The best friend of my father, he was condemned. They said to him, in 2 months he's finished, he's over, he's condemned. He had the cancer. He's completely. He lived more than 10 years. Okay, so why? Because he said, no way, it's not possible. Go, you faith, clean you, heal you. This is what Jesus said. It's not Jesus, God, and so on. It's just activating the divine process within. Is when you are completely, deeply convinced, unconsciously convinced. Well, I invite you to visualize the impact of energies in your daily life. I invite you to do the same with environment worldwide dimension. Every words are a quest of energy, supremacy, okay, power, and or resources. Resources, what is it? Okay, petrol and so on. Energy. Okay, gas is energy. And every conflict is based on that, the exchange of this energy. Because we are in a world of rarity, scarcity. But it's not true. The abundance is the contrary, to reduce our needs, because we don't need more. You know, it's like you have a buffet. Will you eat like crazy, like 10 times a day? You will increase your portion? No. The system is based on this illusionary, but it's not the reality. So, what else? Try to have a protection from this energy. You visualize a ball of light. You have this. You can download from our website. I explain how to do. Okay, so and actually try to visualize basically a bubble of light, and you are protected like a shield. You can raise your vibration, for which in the key 84. I gave you 30 different techniques, but between the key 20 and 21, 40 and 41, you have 60. And in the book Sage Passage Utopia, you can download for free from our website, you have 65. okay, and I depict a luminous civilization, okay, the fifth dimension, whatever the terminology. But this is important to raise your vibration. Ascension is this. To ascend doesn't mean you fly in the sky. It's because you enlighten light, weightlessness. Okay. On the other way around, if you have matter, you are in the matter density. Okay. So that's the point. Meditation, breathing, meditation. You can find the key 21. 22, mindfulness, what else? Breathing, 23, okay? I explained all techniques to breath well, okay? Holotropic breath work, how to activate, oxygenate your breath, the good food, good mood, okay? Not only is energy, okay, to activate some energy within the physical activity, okay? Key 26, I give you 10 minutes, demonstrations of 10 minutes, matching Pilates, Qigong, Tai Chi, yoga, cardio, and so on, to be healthy every morning. You do so, your life should change as well. Okay, sexual activity, okay, in the key 55, I talk about that. It's part of the game as well. And so on. To be close to invisible world like hereafter. Death, to be appeased, to be peaceful toward that, because we feel more entirely when we accept the fact there will be an end. Personally, I wouldn't like an endless day. Okay, I need to sleep. After a good day, I'm fulfilled. I'm happy. I did many things, and then I go to bed. Same at my death, for my death. Okay, and just an energy different, subtle energy, but we can communicate. I invite you to do so. Talk to your ancestor, talk to the people. It's help you for the grief. And once again, this is the rule of the game. We have to accept there is a hand. And by the way, those who don't appreciate that, it's like you go to a vacation for 15 days, and the first day you say, it will be ended in 2 weeks. I will go back to my work and so on. No, you enjoy till the end. Till then is the same. Embrace life. Okay, the fact to visualize like the chaotic dimension, and this is the key 31 or 32. The project the fact to die for living deeply. It's a metaphor, of course. Die before dying. Okay, what does it mean? It means that try to visualize if you are dead or if you are losing someone. So then you will see that your problems are, let's say, insignificant problems. I mean, you know, when you take a certain relief, okay, in if you admire the Mother Earth, the planet, you will see there is no relief, there is no valley, there is no mountain. Your problems will be perceived the same. You know that when you are young, you're 4 or 5 years old at kindergarten, you cried a lot because, I don't know, you had a bad remark for a kid, or I don't know, another kid did something, and you're laughing now. It will be the same at the end. Okay, I mean, it's endless, but I hope you will understand. The techniques, you can, so this, the hereafter, I spent 4 videos for this, is the key 34, if my memory, or 45, I mean, well, anyway. So, astral travel, same, you have the old techniques in the key 66, exploring new world, invisible world, the near-death experience testimonies. You will see that they all converge most of the time. There is no conspiracy. Them they're organized to testify in the same way. The faith, of course, but the faith is also, the more you seek, the more you find. Okay, nature and so on. You will find that there is necessarily a will. There is something behind, because it's too obvious. There is impossible that once again you put all the components of a plane, and then there is a tornado, and boom, miracles, there is a plane. Okay, so talk to your ancestors. Be aware of charlatans, because there are lots. Spiritism is a philosophy. Allan Kardec is a French guy who, in the middle of 90th, and now this is a religion. There are more than spirituality 30 millions of practitioners, especially in Brazil, but also in Cuba, in South America. But concretely, it just opened up the doors after Inquisition of the fact to reconnect with the spirit. Be careful also about that, because you have bad spirits, you can have possession cases and so on. But just the fact to talk with them. To talk with them, even if you don't see them, you can feel them, and positive ones also, your ancestors especially. The ritual of the grave is a bit too much, so I will not talk about this. But let's say, try to have the activities according to death. In Western world, we are try to close our eyes, like ostrich, ostrich policy. You put in the sound your head and you don't want to see what's happening. The fact I'm collaborating with orphanage, the fact that I'm talking about death and so on, is because originally I'm afraid of that. Not because I don't believe in something after, but because I'm afraid to be separated with my beloved people, my network, my parents, my family, my kid, my wife, and so on. Okay? So, but to be closer to that, I go to cemeteries very often, like a storybook. Okay? So, try to reconnect to that. It's a part of life. Life without hereafter, there is no life. There is no light without darkness. Okay? So, it's balancing this duality. Extraterrestrial, Arthur Clarke say, one day in the stars we will meet our egos or our masters. So I did a video especially for that. You can watch, it's 55 maybe, 55 then are we ready? Our consciousness is ready. I don't know. We actually, are we ready for that? Maybe not. Not human. All humanity is ready for seeing properly, and also especially if they disempower the fact that the galactics and so on is ET will clean up our ass. Sorry to say that, but actually we need to do introspection. We need to be in harmony before to show that we stop the wars and so on. So there is already a big job. Okay, so and do some investigation, like journalists do some research. Well, there is a lot of fake news, of course, but try to use fact-checking and so on. But science is accepting more and more. U.S. governments recognize there are things they cannot explain. I'm not saying they say they exist, but at least do this research. God, great overall dimension, as I call it. Einstein say, first define me what you mean by God, and I will tell you if I believe or not. So same, we have a video, 4 videos, a series of 4 videos regarding this topic, is the key 70 or 71. Okay, so Sham et Tabrizi, he say you can study God through everything and everyone in the universe, because God is not confined to a mosque, a synagogue, or a church. But if you still need to know precisely where He resides, observe the earth of sincere lovers, not lovers like intimacy, but more someone who love, embrace life in general. Da Vinci said, principle for the development of a complete mind. Study the science of art. Study the art of science. Develop your senses, especially how to see. Realize that everything is connected to everything else. Okay, reconnection again. You can see God, the hand of God everywhere. So, for me, God is the will, is the living. Okay, so the living, it's a metaphor. It means He's still alive and He's still experiencing Himself through us, and Himself, oneself, by the way, because He has no sex, no gender, I mean. So concretely is, experiencing ourselves, okay, experiencing oneself, okay, because oneself is close to oneness. Once you find back this unity within you, or unity, this oneness, you find back this, okay. So Victor Hugo is say, conscious is God present in man, I mean in mankind in general. So this is Rumi who said, I saw God with the eye of my heart. I asked Him, who are you? He replied, you. is showing that if you have bad energy, you cannot find God. If you only release all your bad energies, that's why Jesus say, forget before entering into the temple, is exactly that. The temple means contemplate. Open up the temple. This is a church. This is a synagogue. This is everywhere, because it's the part of the God hands. And this is really this, reconnecting. It's not, I'm spiritual when I go to a temple, a place, or when I do a retreat. No, it's daily life, in the subway, in your work, everywhere. So, God said, this is also from an hadith in the Quran, it's in the Quran, the Holy Scripture. Is God expressing himself or oneself. I was a hidden treasure and I loved to be known. So I created my creature in order to be known by them. It's so beautiful because, you know, this is what I like to say. When you are, I'm not anymore. When I am, when you are, I'm not anymore. When I am, you are not anymore. It means that's actually, when we say La ilaha illallah in Arabic, it means there is only God. It doesn't mean there is only a unique God. It means that all what it is done is the part of God, is the divine particle, if you can catch it. So try to define your relationship with God. Okay, it's closer relationship, it's conflictual, it's something you see external, or you see that you feel inside. Because this is the goal, to reactivate your higher self, means to divine part. When you say in Christianity, Jesus is the Son of God, and there is interpretation, it means it just activate the Christ dimension. I did a series of 4 videos regarding that. Christ dimension means the divinity in the materiality. He activated that, he reactivated. But he said, you will do more than me. You are the light, I am the light, you are the light. You will do better than me. So this is an invitation for which the most important is the message and not the messenger. Okay, building a statue for a Buddha, for all these prophets, always giving the same messages. The fact to find by this unity, this oneness, whatever, and you know, I'm speechless because I'm missing the words. That's why. We say in Sufism, and this is Rumi would say, silence is the language of God. All the rest is poor or pale translation. Keep this in mind. So try to observe in a single day, okay, everyday life, let's say the God's hands for everything, even for computers, for a car, admire, okay, the hands of God in nature, for with animals, with a baby and so on. When you see that, just the fact to make love, and then there is cells, like meiosis and so on, and at the end you have eyes, this is just fantastic, it's marvelous, and this is really re-injecting colors into a black and white life. And in this neurotic society, modern society, we lost all this magic. And that's why also to reactivate the inner child. When Jesus say, only the little child will go to the kingdom of heaven. Paradise is not something after death. It's not hereafter. It's now here. When you love, when you are in harmony, you are in paradise. When you are fighting, when you are hating, you are in hell. That's it. So the inner child is the innocence. The fact most of the kids, they are not in inner conflicts, except if they are traumas. But is just to reactivate the inner child. I spent one video for that. Is the video 28. The explanation and the guide meditation to find it back, to take care, to heal your inner child. So the goal, the more you do that, to observe the flow of life, the cosmic pulse, the cosmic lung of the universe for which you are an alveolus, the more you never feel alone. Not alone, all one. Okay, if you see alone written, write it alone, and then shifting with a double L, all one. Well, you know, Tesla say each living being is an engine connected to the driving wheel of the universe. While one might think that each living being is only affected by its direct environment, its external sphere of influence extends to infinity. You are in your bubble, in your sphere of consciousness. All them who exist, nature and so on, they are part of your dream. When you wake up from a dream, all the characters, the landscape were part of your dream. You are the co-creator of that. So try to think so and to think about that. The more we will do, the more we activate our divine part, the more is linked to the monkey, 100th monkey. Is a critical threshold. It means once we reach a certain point with humanity, then we will go to a transition of a new era. But not wait for this era. Be the change that you want to see in the world. It means that try to visualize, to vibrate it already. All because it's already there. Actually, it's a question of vibration. You know, when you type on internet or on a channel, you tune a channel on your TV set or a radio, you catch some FM, free waves, radio. It's the program exists without the fact you switch on or switch off. It's the same. The fifth dimension already exists. I spent the video 69, 4 videos explaining the transition from the 3rd, 4th and 5th dimension. Even that is just words. New era, new civilization, Christ dimension, the fact activating the divinity. So, try to see the divine program, the divine blueprint, the fact there is something higher. When a door is closed, another one is open. There is an opportunity. Once again, even a bad experience in Guatemala is an occasion for you to know the true I am. How do you know the true I am? By doing the experiment of the why I am not. Well, every time you have a situation, an event, try to figure out I am in love, in the unity, in the high vibration, or I in the separation, in the resentment, or in the bad energy, low energy. Think like this, okay? Well, I hope it will help you to put into practice and to shape the master key to open up the doors of reconnection, of consciousness, of love, whatever you want. As you know, all roads lead to Rome and to the dawn. Thank you for your attention and see you very soon.